Well, it's time for Juicy Talk with Brandy Jones. And today is a special day. I have my wonderful friend here that I've known for about a year and a half, and it feels like forever. And this is a friend who is all about trust. She has your back, and no matter what, she's 100% there for you to make you move through success. And the thing about us today is going to be about success, pain, and resilience. First of all, she was the owner and founder of Powerhouse of Dance. She was a pro cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Mavericks, the LA Clippers, and she was the Dallas Maverick director. Not only that, she was able to dance behind MC Hammer and Run DMC on their world tour, and she was the lead backup dancer. She also danced with Snap, if you can remember the song, Rhythm is a Dancer, Excited to have her. She is my first guest, and welcome, Shella.
Well, thank
Sattler.
you, Brandy.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for inviting me and for this opportunity to be on your podcast, especially as your first guest. I know this is something you've dreamed of for a very long time to be able to start and do and be able to reach people and just give them good hope and encouragement and messaging that they can take into their lives.
Oh, they're going to. Her stories are amazing. So let's just start this by finding out where are you from originally?
Well, I'm from Port Neches, Texas, which is a very small town in southeast Texas.
Okay, yeah. So when did you start having the love of dance?
I started dance at 3 years old. Every mom wants their child to dance and take ballet and tap. I started at that point, just really discovering the love of dance. Every year, I would just do more. I'd take more classes, more hours, and I think it just developed over time into just a really great passion.
Yeah, it definitely shows. There's nothing like dance. Everyone loves to watch and dance at times. So that's exciting. So when you were in high school, how did you keep that passion alive and then moving it towards college?
I think my mom and dad have just such an important part of my story. They really taught us to focus on goals for the future, delayed gratification, discipline. And they just kind of drove those things into, as they were raising us. They drove those things into our mind. So when I was a young girl, my mind was always fast forward into what do I want to be? What do I want to become? What are my dreams? What are my goals? And they used to always tell me, you can be anything you want to be as long as you're willing to work hard.
That's a good lesson.
And your mom and dad tells you something, you go, okay, you believe it to be true because it's your mom and dad. Well, I dreamed to be a professional dancer, a famous dancer. They wanted our main focus to always be on becoming. What are we becoming? Not so much, what are we going to wear to school and who likes me and what friend group am I in or am I they were not interested in anything that's temporary. A lot of my upbringing and my parents especially, they really focused on the human beings we're becoming and the goals and the gifting that maybe God had gifted us with that. And where do we want to take that?
Yeah.
So we were always looking ahead, not so much in the temporary. So they kept us a lot out of the weeds.
Yeah. Are you glad?
Yes.
You feel like you missed out on anything?
No.
Okay.
I missed out on maybe Satan cracking the door that I might have went through. When you're on the highway to your destiny and your goals, well, there's always going to be something that's going to try to pull you off for you to exit and distract you and take you down another course.
Yeah.
And you may never recover from taking that exit.
True.
And so I had strong parents that kept me on a strong direction.
Yeah.
And I could not be more thankful for the parents that I had.
Okay. So you had this passion in high school and discipline. Did you carry on to college, and how?
It did. I got a full dance gymnastics scholarship at Texas Women's University.
Oh, okay.
So because of the full scholarship and I didn't want to be a burden to my mom and dad.
Yeah.
I went ahead and took it.
Okay.
And I had a tough schedule there, being on a double scholarship with dance and gymnastics, plus your schooling. It was a tough schedule. And my freshman year, a drunk driver hit me and my roommate head on.
Oh, wow.
And it caused a great deal of injuries.
Wow.
And so the doctors told my school, do not let her turn upside down.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we don't know
gymnastics,
we don't know how her head's going to recover. So I lost my scholarships.
Oh my gosh, Shella. It's crazy.
Yeah. But I really just kind of went into that mode of, okay, what am I going to do now? And so I went to SMU and auditioned for their dance department. They have a phenomenal dance department with a lot of serious dancers that want to go into the industry and make it their career.
Okay.
And so I auditioned, and fortunately, they gave me a little scholarship, plus I did grants and loans, and I got a little job. And then I started cheering also for SMU.
So you went into SMU and you tried out for the cheer team.
And the dance department.
And the dance. Which one was more stressful? Which one was harder?
The dance department.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me, like, why? Why was
That's
that
a serious department.
Is it because of all the genres of dance you had to show? Or?
Yes. They're very focused on ballet. They're very focused on modern.
Okay.
We did a little bit of jazz, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of tap.
That's hard.
And so my strength is jazz, hip hop, anything that's powerful, fun, exciting, to where I can move fast.
Yeah.
And I had to take every morning hours of ballet.
Oh.
I had a hard time. I think I made a C in the class.
I'd make a D.
Because I'm doing handstands at the bar it was tough. But if you want to be a professional dancer in any capacity, you have to have ballet. Okay. It's got to be the foundation of all dance. Otherwise, you will be limited to be in that industry.
Yeah.
You're limited.
Yeah.
And you probably won't be able to compete in the industry without a very strong ballet foundation. So I've had to take ballet my whole life.
Gosh, that's so
Although
much.
That's not what I specialize in.
And then you cheered at all the games.
Yes, I did all the cheering.
So you were really busy, and you worked.
Yes.
Anything fun on the work world?
Well, because of my schedule, I could only work on Friday and Saturday nights. So I used to work for this company where I would go in like a Friday and Saturday night at 5 p.m. They'd give me like a big basket of roses. Oh. They'd give me a schedule, and I would go to all the bars
in Dallas
in a tuxedo top and fishnet hose and high heels, and I'd sell roses.
Oh my gosh.
I used to sell out, and I'd make $500.
Yeah.
So I could make enough on a Friday and Saturday night that would take me through the whole week.
That's crazy. Selling roses
in bars.
Okay. What was your specialty? Like, what'd you do? Swing the rose?
No. I don't remember having to do anything special. That was a thing back then. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But it was a thing back then, and people bought roses. A guy would buy our roses. And I was like, why don't you buy 2 or 3? And they're like, okay.
Nice.
So, but it was a tough job. You're up till 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a job that I can make enough money in 2 nights for that week.
See, you can make it happen.
You have to figure out how to do whatever you need to do to get where you're trying to go.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And no excuses. You cannot rest on excuse after excuse.
You got to make it happen.
You're going to have to find a way to make it work for you. And that's how I found, with my schedule being a dance major and a cheerleader, that's how I found that was the only job that I could do that I could make enough to sustain me without so many hours in the week.
From there, did you start trying out for these professional teams?
Okay, I remember at SMU, my professors told me, you're never going to make it in the industry because you are too spread out. You're too all around. You want to cheer, you want to dance, fraternity little sister. You're too spread. You're not focused enough. And you're not going to make it in the industry.
Well, how did that help you?
Okay, let me tell you what it did for me.
Okay.
It lit a fire under me, and I thought,
I'm going to show you.
I'm going to show you that I will make it. So all it did for me is it gave me this desire to prove them wrong. Mm-hmm. So sure enough,
because you knew it, you knew you could do it.
I knew I could do it. So when the world's telling you, hey, you're not going to be able to do this, or this is not going to work, if you have that belief system that's strong inside of you, you don't listen to the noise.
That is, it's noise.
It's noise that comes in. And because you've got that strong belief system, you can go, no, I will make it. You'll see.
God, that's amazing. So after hearing him say, no, you're not going to make it, how did you do what you wanted still in life?
Well, at that point, I moved to Boston.
Oh, okay.
And I started dancing and teaching throughout the New England area.
Okay.
And I'd fly to LA and I started trying out for the Clippers, the Clipper team, this little girl from Port Neches. I'm competing with the most beautiful, talented women from the country in LA. You get the cream of the crop in LA. And I'll never forget, I go to this Clipper audition and I'm looking around the room and there's thousands of girls on the floor and they're all beautiful, talented, perfect bodies. Mm-hmm. And I'm just looking around going, oh my gosh, I've never seen this many beautiful, talented women in my life. I was in awe.
Okay.
Truly in awe.
Now, did you have that, oh crap moment?
Not really. I think I was just so excited to be there. So the lady next to me, she's stretching and she looks at me and she says, well, where are you from? I said, well, I'm from Port Neches, it's a small town in Texas. Mm-hmm. And she said, well, were you nervous? And I said, yeah, I'm nervous. I said, but I'm just so excited to be here. I'm so excited for this opportunity and just to be amongst the best of the best in the entire nation. It's such a thrill for me.
I love that.
I'm just so grateful to be here. Well, the owner of the Clippers comes out and he says, we have a new captain for our team. Well, the girl next to me stands up and walks to the front that had asked me that question.
Okay.
She puts me on the team because of the answer that I gave her.
Okay, y'all, if you're watching this, don't forget that answer. It's life-changing.
Well, because
you weren't comparing. You were just loving the moment.
Yes, I was grateful. Mm-hmm. And I think she saw,
wow,
like this heart of just being so grateful to be there. Mm. And I wasn't a prima donna or
thought you're all that.
No. Comparing. So she puts me on the team because of the answer. She said, we don't get, people with that kind of mindset of I'm just happy to be here. Mm-hmm. Whatever the result is the result. I danced for the Clippers, which opened tons of doors. And then, I ended up moving to LA.
Okay.
And then a friend of mine called to be on Star Search. So we tried out for Star Search.
Did you come back to Dallas for that?
Yeah, I came back to Dallas for that.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, this is going to be fun. I had 3 of my best friends that are doing this with me. We tried out for Star Search. And we get on the show.
But you had to try out.
Oh yeah, we had to try. We had to try out, and it was tough. We practiced all day. We rehearsed all day. We choreographed. It was so difficult. Mm-hmm. And we auditioned, and they called us to be on the show.
Oh my gosh,
couldn't believe it.
That's crazy.
And then when we won the first show, we're like, no way did we win. Then we won the show. We're like, no way. We just kept winning.
The team was 2 dancers and then maybe 2 male cheerleaders, would you say?
I would say 3 cheerleaders.
Okay.
And me.
So 1 real dancer that won the dance division.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
We had the best year of our life because, again, if you go with the attitude of, I'm gonna just enjoy this, but I'm not gonna worry about the result, something magical happens. We just kept going on and on to the finals.
Oh my gosh. And it is an amazing routine. I love watching it to this day.
We were so happy. It was such a joyful experience for so many reasons. So that was a huge highlight of my life. I had a lot of those in my career. I just had so many amazing things happen to me. My resume is just, sometimes I'll read it and go,
that happened.
I did that. Wow. And then I decided to parlay it into a dance studio called Powerhouse. I used to dance for behind MC Hammer, Run DMC. And so my stage name was Powerhouse.
Oh, okay.
So when I came back to Dallas, I love children. I love teaching. So I thought, I'm going to open a dance studio and I'm going to name it Powerhouse. Right. Again, no expectations. My heart just led me there. So I used to collect money in a shoebox.
Okay.
I was barely making any money. I was teaching at a couple of dance academies, and I was at the time cheering for the Cowboys, and I would just put my little money in a shoebox. And when it got to about 15, 20,000, I remember bringing my shoebox to the bank and said, I want to open a business called Powerhouse. And I put my little shoebox up there.
And you just never knew anything about business.
I didn't really have any experience opening, running, and building a business. I remember telling myself, just every day, do what is right. Just do what's right every day. And just see where this leads you. So every day I would grind, and I never borrowed money. I never took out a loan.
That's huge.
And that $15,000, $20,000 in that shoebox turned into a multi-million-dollar dance studio that became the largest in the nation.
And let me tell you, I went to your place before I knew Shella, and I knew her name, knew how amazing she was at dance, and I just wanted to take hip hop lessons there. And it really is known as one of the best to this day dance studios ever created.
That was a crucial piece of the success of Powerhouse, is my staff. Powerhouse became what it was, and still really today is, because of my staff. I feel like very strategic in who I hired, and I wanted to truly hire people that their passion was dance and teaching. It wasn't just a side job.
Gotcha.
Let me teach so I can pay my rent or pay my bills. This was their life.
That's hard to find.
It's very hard to find, but that I was adamant on that, building a staff that their whole life revolved around dance and the passion for dance and teaching and kids, and watching kids achieve their dreams and their goals.
Yeah, and just impacting our next generation and with dance.
I remember I would go to a hip hop club. Like, what I decided to do was, in each genre, I would hire the very best in each genre, the best ballet, tap, jazz, lyrical, modern, hip hop.
That's good. Yeah.
Many forms of dance, but I would only let them teach what they specialized in.
Gotcha.
So I went to this hip hop club, and I'm watching these people, these young guys battling their raw talent. They're passionate for dance,
that is so
but they have no training. And I remember this one guy caught my eye, and I asked somebody his name and where he worked. They told me Oasis Car Wash.
Okay.
So the next day I drive up to Oasis Car Wash, and I find him and say, listen, my name is Shella Sattler. I'm opening a studio down the road, and I'd like to hire you for my staff.
Can you imagine this beautiful woman walking up? She finds this guy that catches her eye. She finds his work. She goes to a car wash, and he simply trusted you.
He did. I said, be at my studio at 8:30. Well, him and I started teaching him how to teach dance, how to choreograph, how to put his art form in a formula where he can choreograph and teach.
Why do you think he was teachable?
He's hungry. He's hungry. So I wanted to hire people that were hungry. Yeah. Because then I could mold them. Yeah. And teach them how I wanted them to teach, because they're hungry. Yeah. And so when someone's hungry, they're very easy to shape and mold.
Yeah. And the respect. There was respect there.
Yes.
Respected the craft, you and your business.
And the passion drives them.
Yes.
It's easy.
Yes.
So him and I worked together for many years, and he became just so wonderful as a teacher, as a choreographer. Try his luck.
Okay.
And he becomes Justin Timberlake's choreographer. Maybe 2000 to even today, he's still the choreographer for Justin Timberlake, and still does one of the best choreographers in the country.
I love how Justin Timberlake dances.
Yes.
There's no other.
Yeah. And then a lot of my students went on and were in the videos that he choreographed. And so he was a huge resource for a lot of the dancers to come and just hone in their skills and watch him and really what's possible. If you're willing to take risks and work hard and be dedicated.
Yes.
What can actually happen in your life? Like, just like this guy, he was in a...
He said yes.
He said yes. He went from battling in a little local hip hop club to working at Oasis Car Wash to working at Powerhouse to now being on a world stage.
World stage.
Anything's possible. But he's just one of the many staff that I had that have that same type of story.
Love it.
Their heart and soul was into teaching and choreograph. They were some of the best in the country. And so that's why Powerhouse, it grew so fast and it made such an impact.
Yes, it did.
And then the Mavericks
Yes.
said, would you be our director for the Dallas Maverick Dancers?
Okay.
So at the same time I'm building Powerhouse, I'm also now developing the Dallas Maverick Dance program. I got to work with young ladies that are maybe 18 to about 25, 26. And I developed a dance program. It was one of the best in the NBA, if not the best. Our choreography was sharp. It was precise. And our uniforms, our choreography, our costumes, very best of the best. And they were a strong dance team.
And I will admit, this was before you were a director, though. I came into her studio and I took hip hop lessons, and they're another level. And so I decided to try out for the Maverick Dancers. It was so hard. It was very technical. I was shocked about. They did more lyrical actually in that tryout, which I am terrible at. So the first final was hip hop. And then at the final was strong technical dancing. Didn't make it, but it was a wonderful experience. So it is an incredible program. I love that you were able to be a part of that.
I know. I loved it. So I did that for, many years. And then I created the Maniacs. And so I took all these guys who had no dance training and I choreographed these fun routines.
They are fun.
And the crowd would do standing ovations.
Yes.
And yell. They're still around today. And I started them. It was Mark Cuban's idea.
Okay.
And he told me, he said, do you think you can do this? And I said, I'll try. That's the best answer I can give you.
I wish I knew you back then.
Yeah, it was something else. But those guys absolutely were.
That's so cool.
They were so much fun to work with. And so that team, so I had Powerhouse, the Dallas Maverick Dancers, and the Dallas Maverick Maniacs, and I'm doing all. And so I'm super duper busy, but I'm loving my life at the same time.
And you did all of that at 120%. And it's all still impactful to this day.
It is funny how that professor at SMU that in my exiting interview did say, you're never going to make it because you're too spread. Your passion is too big. You need to narrow in. And I remember, I just remember leaving, and I think I was more fired up than ever before to prove her wrong.
Yeah.
And not in an unhealthy way, but almost in a way that kind of drove me to say, you watch, lady.
Yeah,
I'm going to make it.
Well, that was just your fiber. So you went from the Mavericks, did all these amazing things. What was that next step in your life?
Well, a company came and made me an offer to buy my brand, and it was an offer I couldn't refuse.
Gotcha.
And as sad as it was for me, but at the time I thought, gosh, this offer's crazy. I'm going to have to take it. It was my whole life.
I
didn't have kids. I wasn't married. I had poured my life into Powerhouse and Mavericks. So it was a difficult decision to sell. And so I went ahead and sold it. And
any regrets?
Sitting here today, I wish I wouldn't have sold it because I had so many more things I wanted to do with it. Maybe God knew something I didn't know. We don't know what day today may bring us. So we make the best choices at the time.
Yeah.
I miss it a great deal. I miss my staff, but my staff has all moved on. They now own all the best studios in Dallas. So I'm so proud of them, and I'm so glad that now they're living their dream.
Yeah.
And they deserve it.
Are you living your dream now?
Well, as you know, I just got done with cancer treatment.
Yeah.
So I was diagnosed a year ago with stage 3 endometrial cancer. And that, when you hear the doctor tell you have cancer, it is a experience that will knock you to the floor. It's almost to where you're like, no way, I am not. You kind of go in denial, I think.
Yeah.
Surely not. This is not happening to me. And it has been, I went to MD Anderson for all my treatment.
Yeah.
And it was, I was on a trial, so it was aggressive, dangerous treatment. Mm-hmm. They really push you to the brink.
Yes.
And you were with me.
Yeah. I mean, it's
through
my
that.
only friend I've ever had that had cancer. And so she was a new friend of mine. And I learned so much from your journey. And it's just like a blessing where you are today.
Well, thank you so much, because it was the hardest thing I've ever been through in my life. Mm-hmm. But I can kind of see how all the traits that my mom and dad built in me as a child, that perseverance, resilience, that fight, that never give up, that all of that they used to instill in me, I did that during my cancer treatment. I did it.
You did.
All of that was kicking in. Mm-hmm. I remember being at MD Anderson. Mm-hmm. My chemo sessions were 8 hours, and I remember sitting in that chair. All of that within me that has been with me my whole life. I remember that I think that's what helped me. 3 hours of the 8 hours, my hands and feet were in ice.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Due to neuropathy. 3 hours, my hands and feet are in ice. Mm-hmm.
Through the treatments.
So that mindset that I had as a child that helped me through my career, it's what helped me survive cancer.
Yeah.
That same mindset. Can you believe that?
No, I saw it happen though. I remember the day when you decided to keep that mindset, because you never knew that this was ever going to happen to you. And just all the scariness with hospital and the uncertainties, you were able to stick to what today you're a survivor.
Yes.
If your younger self could see your life today, what would surprise her most?
I think when I was a little girl, I remember being very shy, very timid.
Wow.
And I was very introverted.
Gotcha.
And so I'd play with my dolls in the corner, very quiet. I was just very timid and shy as a little girl. I remember it to this day. And then my industry forced me to come out of my shell. And so I think that's probably what makes me laugh the most. It's just that it's like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon.
Yeah, that is true. I love knowing that about you. I would never think she was a shy person.
Nobody would have thought that that's the little girl. I remember at 3 and 4 that I used to be.
You've reached goals that people dream about.
Yeah.
Okay. Did any of them leave you feeling, is this it? Is this it?
What I think I always felt like, no matter what I achieved or what I accomplished or what these amazing things that happened, I think I was always scared to lose it.
That's so
And
wild.
so I worked harder. I was more diligent. I was more on top of my game. I was more prepared. I overcompensated because there was a fear inside of me that thought, I'm going to lose this. This is too good to be true. I'm going to lose it. It's going to be gone tomorrow. So because of that little part of me, I overworked, hyper vigilant about things. So I tried harder. I wanted to be better. I wanted to do better. I wanted my work to be better.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny how that little fear inside of you, that it's all going to just be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also is the driver that keeps you pushing for more, pushing for better, pushing.
Yeah. More experiences, whatever it comes your way.
Isn't that something? And I think I was always like, oh, I cannot believe I'm doing this. I better do better. So it doesn't go away. I don't lose it.
I totally understand that, though. Explain that fear can also be a driving force.
It can. Brandy, you never get complacent.
Mm-mm.
You never think, okay, like I could have easily said, okay, Powerhouse, it's doing great. But there was some part of me that kept going, I want it to be better. I want it to make more impact on people. I want it to be more powerful, to be a positive impact on more people, all ages, no matter what they decide to do in their life. I want it to truly be a force in their life.
That just shows me your motivation was in such a good place.
It was.
And then you can't go wrong with that. Your own motive of what you wanted.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible. What achievement are you proud of most that nobody knows about?
I think to be able to get through cancer with grace.
That is hard, girl.
Because you're so terrified that you think that you are going to absolutely fall apart. You're hanging on by a thread. Mm-hmm. And it's so easy to feel like I am going to fall apart and lose it at any second, because you're so terrified. That to be able to go through something that devastating with grace and surrendering it all to the Lord, and leaning completely on Jesus Christ to get me through, to carry me through this. And truly, you have to do it. It's not just words. A lot of people can talk about religion and their belief in Jesus, but when you are in that position and Jesus is all you've got, it is a whole different thing. It has a whole different meaning, and it becomes very real. And so I think to truly, because when you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
Nothing about my career or my resume or what I've done in the past matters.
Yeah.
When you don't have your health, I think what brings me just the kind of the most satisfaction or peace that I was able to truly do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really believe her when she explains that about her Savior, Jesus Christ, because we've had some interesting spiritual moments that actually proved to me he's right there.
It was a roller coaster.
Yes.
Because one day you'd hear me and I was gut crying on the floor. And the next day you'd hear me and I'd be like, okay, Brandy, let's just pray. He is going to heal me. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to recover, and I'm going to have a testimony out of this.
Yeah. One day I'm all in the shower crying and screaming to God, don't take my friend. Don't take my friend. And she's all like, hey, I've had a good day today. And I'm all, okay, we're good. We're good.
Is.
You just never know. It's never know. But what I do know is what she just talked about is where she wanted her mindset and how she lived her life actively. We're going to talk about that as well when we get more into it. But the other thing is, when you talked about gripping on, and holding on tight, was there anything that you lost that was scary, but you're actually kind of glad it was like taken out of your hands in that time?
It's funny how God will use the deepest suffering in our life to refine us and to actually bring things up about you that he wants to heal.
Yeah.
The control that we all desire, some sense of control over our life and what's going to happen and what's happening. We all want some sense of control, including myself.
Yeah.
And so I think there were a lot of things about me that got revealed that came up during that time. Insecurities, woundings, control issues, for him to begin healing my heart. Because throughout my industry, I loved it, but boy, it is tough, and you begin to harden your heart. Because there's a lot of competition, and there's a lot of things that will nick your heart throughout the process of just being in life. I think this past year, as I'm hanging on for dear life and I'm hanging on to Jesus, things were coming up from my past that softened my heart again.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was kind of like all the walls I had built, trying to protect, self-protection, self-preservation. He began to peel those walls back and open me back up and soften my heart back up. I came out of cancer with such a soft heart. It was absolutely amazing.
It felt great.
I saw the world different. I see people different. I hear different. I see different. Everything just feels different to me now. My life feels different. It's funny because we talk a lot about my career, but that seems like such a big part of my past. I loved it, and I'm so grateful, but it's so over with. And I'm so excited for where God is leading me now, especially with this testimony. And what he has in store for me next. I'm not sure what it is at this point, but I'm so excited to see what he'll do with now.
It's going to be another level of Shella, that's for sure. Now, the last thing about cancer, and after that, I'm going to pop off some fun questions that will be a great way for us to end. But through cancer, what I'd love everyone to hear is, what'd you do for your health? What'd you do in your own way of dealing with cancer in action in your health?
My eating.
Okay, that was the change?
Immediately. When they said you have stage 3 cancer and it has spread into your lymph nodes, I immediately started eating to fight cancer.
Yes. I think that's how we all should.
And fight disease. People can all go, oh, I want to eat cleaner. I want to eat better. I want to get healthier. But when it is life or death,
you don't matter. It's like you're back against the wall.
There's you don't have a choice. So I started researching what I could feed my body that would help me best to cure this cancer and fight against it spreading even more. I did not want it to spread further to where it would be a bigger fight. So I started researching what I should be eating. And that's the way I began to eat and still do today. So I do not eat any sugar at all in anything. No sugar, no gluten, no dairy.
Okay. That's your 3 things?
Yes.
What do you eat more of?
Protein.
Okay.
Vegetables. So I think could, again, help my body, especially inflammation, anything that might cause inflammation within my body. I try to eat those types of foods. So a lot of protein, a lot of veggies, good fats. And then I'll do like anything that's gluten-free, like corn tortillas that are organic.
Yes, you do tortillas and
stuff like that.
Let me tell you, she eats now because we go to this restaurant. She won't order 2 eggs. She's not going to order 3. I think you order like 6.
6 eggs and avocado.
And what? Was it a half?
6 eggs and an avocado.
A full avocado. And the guy that was with us eating, he goes, are you going to eat all that? And she's like, yeah. She was proud of it. It wasn't like, oh, I know it might look a lot. You were like, yep. And she can eat, guys. So she does not starve herself.
No, I eat a lot. And but I try to eat things that will help my body to really fight off any further disease or malfunctions. I keep telling myself every day, I walk in divine health.
That spiritualness with your eating.
I walk in divine health. There's no such thing as neutral. Either your life, you're making choices that are going to make your life better, or you're making choices that are going to make your life worse
or harder.
Yeah. So there's no neutrality in our life. So the choices you make are either bringing you to a better life or to a life that, like you said, it's going to be harder. So your decisions and choices matter. It could be as simple as what you're eating.
Yeah.
Or the choices that you're making. Are you exercising? Are you eating? If you kind of look at your life like that, it kind of makes sense.
Well, I am amazed to watch and put my faith in a stronger place is seeing you survive cancer.
Thank you.
You did it. Now it's exciting that you're starting a new journey of life.
Yes, I am cancer free as of 2 weeks ago. My scans came back clear and clean, and the doctor at MD Anderson said, you know what, I am good to go. So I'm so joyful and so grateful and so thankful to be healed. And now I get the opportunity to now begin living my life again, because when you're in that mode, you're on hold because you don't know what's going to happen. Now I can start making plans, and I will tell you, I would love to start teaching. I'm trying to build these clinics, and they're for dancers and all ages. And I would love on a Saturday, 3.5 hours, just so real short, so it's not a huge commitment. And these dancers come in of all ages, and I get some big names. I probably started around 6 or 7 years old, all the way until probably 18. And I'll divide them in groups. And I'm going to get some big names in the area to come in and help me teach. But I want to just have a opportunity to teach young girls of all ages exactly what we're talking about here today. Life skills. Now, you might be taking dance or be a dancer, but never make it your career. You're just doing it.
You enjoy
for
it.
fun. Something that's community and for fun. And so to be able to speak some life skills that they can take no matter what industry or career that they decide. Some good skills for them to take with them on that, journey for them to be able to kind of what we talked about today. And so I'd have you talking about mindset.
Love it.
Strength and conditioning. And then have other teachers come in and teach fun choreography, fun dance, but also bring in life enrichment classes.
So you being a dancer forever, and now wanting to add the mindset and being stronger as a dancer, what do you see now why that's so important?
Oh gosh, Brandy. The kids that I teach now are dealing with depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-respect, and almost an overall lostness. Now, when I was young, we didn't have that. I don't remember ever hearing a friend of mine saying, I've got anxiety, or I have depression, or I'm on medication for, I've never heard of that. Nowadays, it's the norm, and it's starting at a young age. And so something's missing.
I agree.
And it's really building our kids up from the inside out and building that internal world with a good foundation. Like I had. I was so fortunate to have that. And so I want to give that to kids these days. To where I can give them what gave me the opportunity to survive in this world.
And survive cancer.
And then survive cancer.
I mean, getting that another level taught you health, taught you a different strength. When it was over, you went back and worked out and did all the things that made you happy. And then you got the results.
Yes,
that was cool. So having these new clinics to help our youth, I think it's so important. And they're our next generation. And if girls can dance and learn how to love themselves from within, imagine how they're going to dance and how they're going to affect more people in the world with their just love of themselves, doing it from within, having that passion, feeling stronger, less injured. Mind can manage anything. Just like with you going through all of your journey, your mind was like, let's go to LA. Let's do this. Let's dance behind MC Hammer, and it pays off to really work on all aspects, not beat these dancers down with just a bunch of dancing and technique. Is saying, take a second. Let's now learn how to move your body correctly with balance and form and strength, and how to eat. You need to eat and just love yourself again.
Yeah.
I think that's what's missing. It makes me kind of sad.
I think you just nailed it. I don't think our kids or our young, even, from 6 even to 18.
Yeah.
To teach them to love themselves and to believe in themselves.
Yes.
And not let the external world tell them who they are.
Yes.
And what they should be.
No, just let them find it.
I think you
freely.
just nailed it. When I think about my mission for these clinics is that.
Okay.
Is to bring that back into their hearts and souls.
Yeah. And parents, you'll love seeing it. Like, we cannot do it all for our kids. We have to help them find it themselves. And then being a dancer is such good therapy for children, and it really is, like learning to dance and express themselves. Like, let's make this still a very joyful, happy place.
And it should be joyful,
right? Not stressful. So that's that's how I see it, for sure. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up and let's say some fun stuff. Okay. So let's see what we got. One word your friends use to describe you.
Gosh, it's so hard. I would say loyal.
Yes.
I'm loyal to the people I love.
She loyal. And she going to be right there for you in seconds. No, that's true. I mean, there's no doubt. All right. Your biggest dance pet peeve.
Probably same arm, same leg. When they dance, they do same arm, same leg.
Yeah. You're like,
I'm like,
Yeah.
We're not made that way. We're made in opposition.
Yep.
And then sometimes I'll see dancers that are doing same arm, same leg.
And
I'm like, do you walk same arm, same leg? God created us in opposition. So that comes to mind. It just makes me laugh.
Oh, yeah. That's your pet peeve. So y'all remember that. All right. Your most embarrassing performance moment.
Oh, when my wig flew off on stage.
Where?
I think they had built this huge event. Shella Sattler is going to be performing.
No.
They
get that wig in.
Oh, they marketed it as just, in my resume, and they, built me up. And I was coming to do a special performance in my hometown.
Oh, God.
Yes. And I'm up on stage, and I used to wear tons of extensions and wigs and all that stuff. And I had this sequin, something on my arm, and it caught part of that. And I ripped the wig off. And then underneath, my hair was all flattened from the wig being on top.
You're like,
and the audience just gasped and was quiet. And I ran off stage.
Gertrude got that wig, went,
I think you go into a hole of, oh my gosh.
And that was her entertainment. Next.
And, what a funny God moment, because here, you talk about just completely demolish your ego.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is. She just did a cartwheel off the stage. I'm done. Da, 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 da. Girl, that's greatness. Okay, I'm sure she's not going to give us anything, but I want to know, what is your favorite junk food?
Pizza.
Oh gosh, yes.
Pizza and ice cream and white on white cake.
That's the best cake. I can just fork it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your hidden talent?
Backgammon. I think I'm good at backgammon.
Also, cornhole sound like to me.
Yeah. I did. washers.
Okay.
cornhole.
Oh, that's good.
I know. I started playing that.
Where'd you do that?
At the lake with my family.
Okay.
And I thought, I'm getting pretty good at this.
That's hard.
I like any game.
I get all frustrated. It's flying everywhere. So I got to come watch whatever you're doing. Okay. What still scares you?
Losing someone I love. Losing someone that I love is going to be, and it's part of life. Mm-hmm. And I know it, but that is probably scares me.
Okay, last one. You ready?
I'm ready.
What is your love language?
Physical touch.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Brandy. And thank y'all so much for watching and listening to my story.
Mm-hmm. She's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
But we're going to have her back on for a full-blown cancer episode. So you'll be back.
Thank you.
Yes, girly.
Bye.